Hello everyone, it's Normal Life and I'm going to do, well, it's not a review video, it's a discussion and my thoughts about the new film, Joker.
If you just smile.
Now, Joker come out in the UK yesterday and I was going to be one of the first to try and see it, get in the cinemas as soon as possible. And I'm going to share my thoughts about the film. I'm not going to review it because I'm not a professional reviewer, I don't work for any company, so it's a bit pointless people making videos about reviews about the film, so it's completely just a discussion and my thoughts. Also, this is a spoiler-free discussion video. I'm not going to speak about major things that happen in the film. Some things you probably will know already because of the trailer, but I'm not going to give anything away, just my impressions of the film it's based on and the Joker. While watching this video, don't forget to write your comments below if you disagree or agree with me or your thoughts about the film. And if you like this video or dislike this video, give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. And also don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate anyone who does subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this, just let me know. So the only way I can break the film down with my thoughts is in two ways. The film itself and also the actor who plays as the Joker. Is it good enough to be the next Batman series of films? So let's start with the film itself. This is before Batman obviously has existed. Bruce Wayne is obviously in the film, you'll see in the trailer, and he's only a young boy. And this is set in Gotham City, which is mainly filmed in New York. But it's filmed in the 80s when technology isn't up to scratch that it is now with forensics. You had the old TVs, and it's set in the when the graphic novels come out in the 80s and 90s, so it's really going to the bare bones how Batman did begin and where all this story started in Gotham City. Now, Gotham City is at its lowest point, so with binge strikes going on, so the city doesn't look the best and crime is very high, and as Arthur says, who's the Joker, people are a bit more crazy and not being kind to others. So you can really feel when watching this film how it's set. It's a place that you don't want to live in. Now, how it's filmed, I thought it was brilliant because it was very well paced to unravel why the Joker becomes the Joker, to know his backstory, why he's so twisted, why he's so angry, and then suddenly within the film when the Joker, Arthur, becomes more of the Joker, it becomes very dark, very sudden. Now, this is probably one of the darkest films, not the darkest thing I've ever watched, because I've watched, for example, your Game of Thrones, and that's very dark suddenly, but the darkest film I've ever watched in cinema and felt a bit uncomfortable sometimes when watching. But being that dark was excellent because that's all the Joker is about. Learning how he become this such dark character, and it really makes you gripped in to learn more about the character and why has he had so many bad things happen to him. Now, the Joker does really bad things within the film, but you don't agree with it, but you kind of agree where he's coming from. Why has he done these horrible things? Because there's no support in where he lives in Gotham City, and he's got nowhere to go. Everything's always going against him, so you can see why this person has gone to breaking point. Also, what's brilliant how it's filmed is how realistic it is at the same time. So it is set in the 80s. As I mentioned, the police don't have the technology that they have now, so when the Joker does bad things, they can't catch up with him, and it really shows you that's a place or a time that you don't want to live in. So overall, the film is brilliantly filmed. So when I read a book or what I want from a film, does it have a good beginning, middle and end? I don't get bored halfway through the film. I don't get bored at all. You are gripped in the film, even if it's not action parts, when it's just talking. You're really on edge what Joker, Arthur's going to do in the film, or discovering how he gets so twisted. And some scenes which you can predict in any film, which you can predict happening, but how they build up to that end scene or the part that you know it's going to happen, it's very disturbing and it's so well filmed, and as I said, gripping, and you feel really uncomfortable watching, but you know it's a bad guy and you know he's doing very bad things, but it makes you feel you understand that character, and that's what you want to get from the Joker. You want to try to understand where he's coming from, not just oh, we've got to catch the bad guy. You are seeing from the bad guy's point of view why he's done the things that he's done. Now I'm going to talk about the Joker himself, Joaquin Phoenix, and what everyone does is compare Joker to the next Joker, the Batman to the next Batman, and people are just fanboys of Heath Ledger is the best Joker ever, can never be beaten. If you watch this film and you watch the transformation that Phoenix makes from his body, he's literally starved himself for this film, and his acting skills, from his facial expressions and to his laughter, he puts a really good contender spot to be the best Joker. Now, I'm not going to say he is the best Joker. You can make your opinion on that, but I thought he was very, very good to be a very original Joker. And what I mean from this is, this film is a standalone Joker film, and you're understanding why the Joker is the Joker, and you can see in the film the transformation that he makes from being Arthur to the Joker, and he does it really well. He's trying to be that person to try and get that break, and then you see him break, and that how he acts, how he bees the Joker, is literally the next level of acting. Now, Joaquin Phoenix is a brilliant actor anyway. I enjoy everything that he does with his films. You know you're going to get a good film out of him. And what I wasn't hoping for, what I hoped the film didn't do was literally destroy his career from this film. It was going to be a bad film, but this has literally put a mark on his films to be one of the highlights of all the films that he's made. Also, what Joaquin Phoenix has done in this film is trying to get every single detail from the original Joker that we know from the old comics in the 80s, because that's when the film is set in and the comics are set in. He's tried to get the laughter, the look, the distress on the person's face, and he has literally convinced me that he is from a disturbed person with mental issues, then suddenly to a psycho killer. I'm not going to say if he does kill someone in the film, but you are convinced by his performance. And when I was watching, and when the film does get suddenly dark, that's when you feel uncomfortable because of his acting. Completely by his acting, you don't know what's going to happen. Even if you are seeing it from the Joker's point of view, you still feel uncomfortable and can't predict what he's going to do, because how well he performs as the Joker, because the Joker is suddenly unpredictable, can do things suddenly, and yeah, just a brilliant overall performance, and hopefully we can see him again hinting at other films within the Batman series. Now, I'm not making any spoilers. If you think this is going to be a spoiler, just switch it off straight away, or just skip to the end. But this film, for me, is the prequel for the next Batman film. So this is why I think you're going to see this Joker again. It's not just a standalone Joker film. This is a prequel before Batman, and to understand how Batman has become Batman and learning the death of his parents, which you all know because we've seen all the films before. Yeah, so I'm glad the films, Warner Brothers Pictures, have made this direction to make Batman like the Dark Knight, because there was the best Batmans. Hopefully they're going to go back to that era. But what's so good about this film, which I'm getting excited for, the next Batman film, this is a very graphic film. So if there's a dark scene, yes, it is dark. It's definitely not for children, and hopefully Batman's going to be like that as well. Try and be realistic to what crime is like, and how to try and capture the Joker and all the things the Joker does. So I'm looking forward to the future of the films. If I had to give this film a star rating out of 5, it'll definitely be a 5 out of 5. Great film overall, great performance, convinced me, and I would actually watch this film again. With a lot of films, I don't want to watch it. You kind of get bored. You know, I can't be bothered to watch that again. But it was a good film, but I can't be bothered to watch it twice in a row. This film, I definitely would. So go and see it. And if you're a Batman fan, you would absolutely love this film. And I hope you enjoyed my thoughts about the discussion on this film. If you've got your own thoughts, put it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I would appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.